hope that you're well. I, for once this week, did remember to film a talking segment, but it is later on in the video and there's a lot of drawing and painting before then. And I'm already very late with the edit because I had my exam on Monday, so editing was very much pushed to the side last week. And I don't want to like spend hours writing everything that I want to say, so I thought it would just be quicker to record a voiceover, because I wanted to give you a bit of context to these like sketches that you see me do. I have been working through a lot of ideas over the past week or so, so there's been a lot of journaling and a lot of sketching. I feel like I haven't really used my sketchbook much this year, or at least I felt like it, but then I was looking at it earlier this morning and I started this in late November of last year, so it's been about 4.5 months since I started it, and I'm almost halfway through it. And for reference, the previous one, which I posted a sketchbook tour of when I finished it, so about late November, that took me over a year to complete, almost a year and a half. But I feel like, so that really put things into perspective, and realistically I'm going through this a lot quicker than I was, but it really feels like I'm not working in it a lot, and I just guess it's because I'm using it in a very different way. The previous sketchbook, if you've seen the sketchbook tour, I was doing a lot of oil painting in there and I loved it. It's the sketchbook that I'm probably the most proud of so far. It was such an enjoyable experience and I've really, really loved working in it. And the thing is, I was working mainly in it. I wasn't really doing a lot outside of that, other than like the Stradizel challenges that I did last year. So I was still doing a lot outside of it. But whenever I wasn't, so anything except from January and September when I did those challenges, I was drawing on my sketchbook a lot and painting on my sketchbook a lot, and I wasn't really doing any like finished pieces on panel outside of that, which is what I'm instead doing this year. I'm working a lot more on other pieces, like on panels and stuff and canvas, and not really working in my sketchbook. And I feel like that was a very natural evolution. I'm getting a bit more confident with my ideas and I'm able to develop them a bit further and in the way that I want to. I feel like last year I was still missing something, and I've really gotten back into portraits this year, which is what I started with originally, like years and years ago when I first started painting and drawing. Portraits were something that I was always very fascinated by and loved doing. But I feel like last year I very much pushed that to the side in favor of still lifes, which were a lot of fun, and I'm really happy I did that because it was an element that I never explored before, and I feel like it got me to grow and learn a lot. But also, portraits are just, it's something that I love doing, and I'm very happy that I got back to it, and it's been very inspiring, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm really happy with the art that I've been making, which is it's not obvious, it's not something that always happens, so I'm happy to be able to say that. So it's been interesting to see the evolution within my sketchbook in correlation to that, but I've had a lot of ideas over the past week or so, and I wanted to kind of go through them, and sketches like these, like thumbnail sketches, really help to figure out compositions and start working through them, like start seeing whether the idea that you have in your head actually makes sense on paper, or if it's just maybe it needs to be developed in a different way, or needs to, something needs to be shifted or moved. Also going through color palette ideas. I did a bunch of tests last night. It's not in this video, but that also really helps. I've done a lot of journaling about it, just like brainstorming, writing down and everything that comes to mind, at least for reference. Like majority of the things don't end up getting used, but it's there. And it's there if I need to then refer back to it. But if I don't put it there, then it just gets lost in the next 5 minutes. So that's been a lot of help, and I thought I would share because it's always interesting to see how other people brainstorm and like work through their painting ideas. I find it's a very fascinating process. Other than just like seeing the actual painting process, that's always cool. But it's nice to hear a bit about what goes on behind the scenes as well. So at the minute, I have like 5 paintings on the easel, which I'm hoping to start. Well, 2 I've started, the rest I haven't. I sketched 3 last night. So hopefully you'll get to see some of that painting process in next week's video, because I do have a bit of free time this week as I'm recording this, and I'm hoping to get to paint a lot this afternoon, which is very exciting. So giving you a bit of a teaser there. I am also going away this weekend though, so I'm not sure how much I'll be able to sketch, but I'll be in France for 4 days. So I'll try to, I need to decide what to bring with, like what kind of sketchbook and art supplies to bring with. I'll probably just do very simple like sketchbook and pencil. I don't want to bring any paint or anything, but I don't know how I'll film that. I don't know if it'll be in next week's vlog or if I'll make a separate video about it and go through the drawings like I did last time I was in France, because that was a really cool format as well. So we'll see about that. But I hope you enjoy this week's video for now. There's a lot of drawing. There's not been this much drawing and painting in a video in a while. So I'm happy to share that, and I hope you enjoy it. And I wish you a nice week. I hope that you're well. I wanted to give you a bit of an update. I know it's like the end of the week, and the beginning of the video was very quiet. I was at home for the holidays, which was really lovely. I got a bunch of time to rest. I slept in a lot, and I spent a bunch of time with family, which was really, really lovely. I am also preparing for an exam that I have on Monday, which not excited for, but we're gonna have to deal with that. So there wasn't really a lot of interesting things to film, and also I did sort out finally all of my old notebooks and sketchbooks. That took ages to go through and find them all, but I did finally manage to archive them all, and I wanted to give you like flip throughs of some of them, like some of the most interesting ones, to show you like all the sketchbooks and journals and how my style evolved over the years. But I didn't have like my usual tripod and stuff, and so I couldn't set up like a decent overhead shot to show you. So I ended up just not doing that. I might try to bring some of those over here and show you at some point, but sorry, that didn't happen this week. I really thought I was going to do that and I was very excited for it, and it just didn't work out. But I had a really lovely time. It was also my parents' 30th wedding anniversary on Wednesday, so I cooked up a nice dinner. We had cake, and it was just really, really lovely. I'm back here now though. I finished studying for my exam. I'm gonna have a final revision round tomorrow and Sunday, and then my exam's on Monday. So that's the plan for the next few days. But I've also been able to draw a bunch, which was really not necessarily unexpected, but I haven't been sketching a lot in the past few months, so it's kind of cool. I've had a bunch of ideas for new paintings that I'm really excited about, so I think I'm gonna try and sketch out both of these now, and see which one kind of I want to go forward with. For now, I'll end up painting both, I think, but I can't do everything today. And I also did a couple more sketches this morning. I really liked both references. I love how this one turned out. I love the hair in this one, but I messed up the face so bad. So that's that. I really like this one though. I might use that as a reference for another painting as well. I don't know, I have lots of ideas and I'm trying to figure out some things. I also really want to go ahead and finish this one. I think I showed the painting process for it in last week's video. There's a bit that I need to fix over here. Flowers need detailing because they don't look like flowers at the minute. And also I want to add some more yellow toned highlights in the hair mostly. There's some very like peachy apricot toned ones that I really like, but I wanted some yellow ones as well in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then probably, actually no, I might sketch first and then get the oil paints out, because once I do that, everything gets messy. So I think that's my plan of attack for the rest of the day. It is 5:30, so probably just gonna paint until dinner time. I'm home alone anyways for the next 4 days, which is really nice in like preparation for an exam. And then I'm probably just gonna watch a film tonight. So that sounds like a really good plan.